Hello, Cindy here. I'm so excited to be with you guys today and talk about something that is ever evolving and shifting, especially with, in modern day dating. I think it's so funny saying modern day dating, but it really is true. Um, and where society is going, with more and more women achieving more and more success, as well as, equal pay to, higher paying careers than men. Things are shifting on the dating front. So today we're going to talk about should men always pay on a date? And I would love to hear from you. Put in the comments, do you feel that men should, for the most part, pay on dates, or do you feel like it should be 50-50? So just put yes, yes, I do. They should mostly pay, or, yes, or thumbs up or thumbs down. I feel like, nope, it should be, it should be equal. So either put, this is what I'm going to tell you. Let's keep it less confusing. Equal or yes. I'm curious because I really want to know. So I was doing some research, and a research done by Chapman University in Los Angeles. They surveyed over 70,000 singles and some couples in the mix. And I found the statistics really interesting when it talked about dating. So who should pay on dates? So the first one is in the survey, it says 88% of men pay on dates, which is a pretty high number, okay? And then as well, 57% of women offer to pay on dates. Who offers to pay on a date? I'm curious about that too, because I coach my clients around this, and I do feel like there's a shift in a wave changing. So I'm curious, do you offer to pay on dates? Just put I offer, I don't offer. So also, 68% of men would like women to contribute as they're in the dating process. So, and then in the other part of the study, it said 44% of men, which this is a really high number, will stop dating a woman who refuses to pay at all. So 44% of men will stop dating a woman that refuses to pay at all, which is, I think that's pretty interesting. So here's what I'm seeing. I've been actually interviewing and talking to a lot of men about this lately, and this is something that I do coach my clients around. There's something that's shifting them. I'll share this with you. So, typically if, you meet for the first time, most people, if you're over the age of 30 and even younger, many people are meeting online today. So it's a staggering percent. It's over 65% of people actually meeting online. So you're meeting a perfect stranger, right? And then a lot of times, as women, we'll have this expectation, he should pay on the first meeting. Well, I always say that the first date or meeting is a meet and greet. So, if you meet for coffee, you guys happen to be in line, you grab your, I wouldn't consider that a deal breaker if you didn't necessarily pay for your coffee. And I really highly recommend, doing something really easy and casual, especially since you're meeting from an online research. You don't even know this person, a perfect stranger. So whereas way back in the day, when my parents were dating or whatever, it's like you met through friends or other couples, or, and even, a lot of people, what happens too, they meet in high school, they date somebody in college, they get married or in the workforce, and that's happening less and less and less these days. You know, a lot of times today it's frowned upon that you date somebody in the workforce, or many more people are working more autonomously, so they're working from home, right? So getting back to that deal, who should pay on the dates? Here's what I coach my clients around, and this is how I really feel. So the first one, the first meet and greet, it's all up in the air, right? I do feel that the first official date, if he invites you out on a date, if he invites you to dinner, if he invites you dancing, whatever you guys do, if he invites you on the date, you know, especially in the early courtship process, I feel like he should pay. I do. Because if you're in this 50-50 stage all the time, then it doesn't necessarily feel like courtship. Now, what I do feel, and this is psychology too, is that I do feel like a woman should contribute. But as women, and I work with women that are just have beautiful, big, open hearts, they're very giving and caring, and what'll end up happening is they'll hijack they'll end up, taking care of most things, right? They'll take care of a lot when it comes to adjusting man. When it comes to dating, like they'll start taking over, and that's a value thing. So what you want to make sure you do is, like, after every couple of dates, or you guys go to dinner and maybe you're having an after dinner drink, or you're gonna go grab dessert or ice cream, you say, how about we go have ice cream? It's my treat. Or dessert's my treat. So he feels like you are contributing, because, I work with women, anywhere from in their 20s on up to, I think my oldest client is 79 or 80, right? But, there's a lot of my clients are in that mid range. So, 30s to, 60s. And what I see is that, they're a little bit more established typically. And so you guys are coming to the table with a little bit more. So men want a woman that's going to come to the table. And there are some men that, that offer, some women, okay, I'm not saying this right. Men would really love to see a woman offer, even if he doesn't let her pay. That's a big thing. They want to know that you're willing to offer at times, and if he invites you out, and, it's not like you're grabbing the check saying, it's, I'm gonna take it this time. Just be like, and you don't want to undermine him either. I can tell you a story of a woman that, she was having such a great time with this guy, and she ended up, finding the server and paid for the meal before he even had a chance to see the check. And he really felt, undermined, and it's emasculating for a man too. So what I'm trying to share with you is this is changing. The paradigm on this is changing. Men want women to contribute a little bit more. And what I feel like it has always been the way, that it's always been, is that oftentimes when you're in a relationship and you're both contributing financially, it becomes more even as you're together longer. Here's a quick tip, and not everyone will agree with me. This is something I do know. I believe a man should always be working a little bit harder in the relationship than the woman. So whatever his role is in the relationship, because things are different today. There are some women that are gosh, they're bringing in the majority of the income, or they are the breadwinner, and the man is staying at home with the kids. So the thing is he gets to be putting just a little tiny bit more effort in. The reason why is men want to feel like they're helping, and contributing just a little bit more, because it continues to create tension. And kind of like the chase, because men are hunters by nature. It's like, but if you do everything for him, if you're always giving him advice, you're his mother, and men don't want a mother. So if you're showing up in the way of just being, who you are, show up like you're getting to know a new friend, and be in that best friend energy. And that, my ladies, will create a better connection, and don't have so much worry and concern about who pays for what and keeping score. It's really like, I generally say every, third date offer. I had a client of mine that the guy she was dating, who's now her boyfriend, they live together, he would never let her pay. And he was the kind of guy that just, when he wanted something, he bought it, but he really loved specialty chocolates and coffee. And so she would kind of go out on a hunt to find specialty chocolates, or, sometimes a really fun brew of coffee. And he was always, he always just felt so loved by her. And so you get to look at, ways that, you are participating within this, within this genre, even if it's, you're in a place where you're on a real budget, and you do want to do something nice. Maybe you do a picnic. Maybe, you guys go listen to music somewhere. The bottom line is that it's really looking at it from a larger perspective, and actually feel his attitude around paying. Like, it's no big deal. He kind of expects to do it. Because you can actually feel energy, and sometimes it gets awkward, right? Especially when you're first getting to know someone. So I hope this helps you guys. And also too, I'm going to drop a link in here. We do have a couple more spots left. It's my birthday, and I am actually doing something crazy in a way I've never done it before. I'm offering 90% off of my Attract and Keep Lasting Love program. So if you're a woman that's single, you've been struggling, you really want to create the kind of relationship that you desire, I'll drop the link in here, and you can feel free to fill out the application, and we'll see if it's a good next step for you. But it's awesome, and it includes my retreat. It's really an amazing program, and all my clients get awesome breakthroughs. So if this is an area of your life that, if you're watching this and you want to get deeper and get some support around those blind spots, because we all have them. I have 3 coaches, so we all have blind spots and need support. So do that. And I hope this helps you guys. If you know a lady that could really use to hear this message today, that's maybe caught in her head or in a story around, if he doesn't pay, it says something about him. If he pays, just, this is the part of learning how to trust yourself and fall into your body and into your intuition. Like, feel how you feel in your body. Take a few deep breaths and look at what is my intention here? Because men too, you know, they also don't always know how to show up. They don't know if they should pay because they're going to offend you because of, you know, women's rights, the Me Too movement. Men are confused. I'm here to tell you. So they don't always know. And it's up to us to let them know. I love chivalry. It makes me feel great when a guy treats me. You know, it sounds really silly, but they don't always know. And they want to get it right with you. I want you to hear that. They want to get it right with you. So lead with compassion when you're dating. And, you know, not only compassion for him, but compassion for yourself. So I'm going to drop that link in here. You can fill out the application if you feel called to, and then, you know, myself or someone on my team will connect with you because we're talking to every applicant because we're accepting only a certain amount. I've actually opened it to a few more because I don't know, I love doing this, and I have a vision of a really nice retreat. Well, a bigger retreat this time. So at any rate, thank you guys so much. If you're on YouTube, feel free to like us if you liked what I talked about today, or post any comments as well. If you want to follow me, I literally post almost daily videos. So go ahead, just click the little following, you know, the button where you can follow me. And if you want to get reminders, you can click that little bell and it will give you reminders of when my videos are posted. So have an amazing rest of your day, you guys. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.